The question is, how do we, we didn't think that we were going to get to a point where we talk about Mr. Mjiyako. But the only thing that has brought us to the point where we talk about him, it is because there was a video, if you remember vividly. There was a video during the time or during the early days when Ntanzi'S was arrested. He said he had a lawyer and that lawyer was forcing him to confess to a crime that he did not commit. He then went as far as saying, if I remember vividly, I have parted ways with that lawyer. I am going to take a legal aid lawyer. Do you remember that? Right. Fast forward, you then remember that when we started the trial within a trial, there was a magistrate whose name goes by Mr. Cronje. Mrs. Cronje. Mrs. Cronje is a magistrate that took the confession of Ntanzi'S, right? And I'm not even using the word allegedly because she said it under oath. So anything that you say under oath, let's rather believe it as the truth. For now, at least. You know what I'm saying? So when asked about the presence of a lawyer during the taking down of a confession, she then said there was a lawyer and that name of that lawyer is Mr. Mjiyako. That Mjiyako, yeah. But that's the lawyer that we are about to talk about today. There are some quite number of things that have come up about that lawyer, provided that you are willing to take this journey with me. If you are willing to take this journey with me, then please stick around. As you stick around, there are just few things that I'm requesting from you guys. Number 1, subscribe. 2, like the video. 3, comment in the comment section below. 4, share this video. 5, watch this video till the end. 6, watch the ads. 63.7% of you guys are watching my videos and you are not subscribed. Remember, now we are on our journey to decrease the number at least to 50%. And people are not subscribed. 63.7%. Guys, sugar, please. High blood pressure, please. Now, before I get into the video of the day, I was invited in a certain event at the Heart of Sentin by my fellow colleague, my learned friend. This is what I bought. This book is by Lelo N. She's got a channel called Lelo N Podcast. I bought this book, I think it was 408. I think it is of a good thing. I don't know, imperative. I'm looking for right word to use. Number 1, if you are not into YouTube yourself, buy this book for your children. But it's a good thing to do. 2, buy it because, I mean, come on, she's your sister. You know, buy from a fellow human being. It's a nice thing to do. Let's support one another, right? I am going to buy her clothing line soon. I was supposed to buy them, but I was disturbed by a wedding. And then, yeah, I had to channel everything to that wedding. A friend of mine was getting married on the 1st of October. So everything changed. There was some needs that arise there. And then I ended up having to channel everything towards that. Yeah, so I then decided to do that. I did that. Now I'm going to buy her clothing line. I'm going to start buying her clothing line. I started by buying this book. Guys, please buy this book. 408, if I'm not mistaken. But please buy this book. I bought it. 480. Please. Let's get into Mr. Mjiyako. Mr. Mjiyako or Mjiyako. You're going to hear from me. Now, there was a person that sent me this article. People have been sending me this information about Mjiyako. Wow. People have been wanting me to do this video. And today I was like, okay, I'm going to do this video. The article was released by... It's called what? Catholic Lawyers Society International, something like that. His name goes like Mr. Dominic Ntogozo Mjiyako. So there's M there, not N. M. Mjiyako. Right? Let's look into this, right? Who's Mr. Mjiyako and what has he done? According to this article, an attorney of the High Court of South Africa, a member of the Cape Bar, member of the Johannesburg Society of Advocate, senior legal consultant, Roman Dutch Law. Okay, a brief overview and experience. Experience as practicing attorney, solicitor, and as a legal political advisor in the public sector. Excellent skills and experience is fascinating. The political administration interface towards building a state capacity. Firm grasp of public policy, public law, political and national security landscape. Experience in general and commercial legislation and legal research. A self-starter and an entrepreneur with an excellent ability to build strategy, network and relationships. Academic and professional experience in the public transport sector. Negotiator and mediator with excellent stakeholder management skills. A solutionist thinker and pragmatics with highly developed skills to operate and lead in a complex environment, right? Then they took us into his academical record, right? So everything that I'm saying here, take it with a pinch of salt because it is an alleged. He may come back and say, nope, I dispute this. Mr. Mjiyako, you are welcome. I want to know a lot about you. Your name came up. So we are interested to know more. Academic record. University of Cape Town, Nelson Mandela School of Public Governance, 2021. Master of Philosophy in Development Policy and Practice. Decision and assessment of the extent to which the city of Johannesburg Rea Vaya bus rapid transit system is achieving its intended socio-economic and political objective. So does that mean, because here, I don't know, but here it's not clear. Does that mean that he's involved in planning Area Vaya? Everything that we're seeing, look, he's one of the great minds behind Area Vaya. I don't know, because here it's not clear. University of Witwatersrand, Johannesburg, Mandela Institute School of Law, 2020. Certificate of Competence, Labor Dispute Resolution Practice. And then basically University of Witwatersrand, Johannesburg School of Governance, 2019. Postgraduate diploma in management in the field of security, RDM, economic and public finance, governance and development, public policy, managing information and communication, strategy and leadership, security sector and governance and oversight, civil military relationships, security concept and epidemics, right? Regional and international security. What I don't understand here is, are they saying these are the accolades or these? Because it sounds like an academical record. You understand? So it looks like Mr. Mjiyako is a force to reckon with in terms of experience and qualification. I don't know. Look, from what I'm reading here, Mr. Mjiyako sounds like, yay, a well-vested man. I don't know. Let's continue. University of Witwatersrand, Johannesburg School of Law, 2007. Bachelor of Law degree, LLB. Member of the Student Representative Local Council, SRC, 2004 to 2005. in Kamana High School, Fryhead, KwaZulu-Natal, 1999. Grade 12 senior certificate, membership to professional bodies, a legal practice council, 2012. Institute of Directors in South African, 2020. South African Restructuring and Insolvency Local Practitioners Association, NPC, basically bracket SAR. PIPA 2020. South African Society for Labor Law, 2020. Film and Publication Board members. This guy is this. Let me check this membership to professional bodies. This guy is well experienced in the corporate space. He's very, very experienced. Then a key experience record, advocate member of the Cape Bar 2022, current main field of practice interest, commercial and general legislation, labor law, public policy, political administration, interface, cyber law, insolvency law, customary law, criminal law, military law, negotiations and mediation, right? Hey, guys, Mr. Mjiyako is a force it's a force to reckon with in terms of his experience. It's quite a lot. This article is very long. I thought this information was gonna be just guys. Mjiyako, Mr. Mjiyako is okay. Public advocate, Cape Bar. January 2021 to June 2022, right? Duties: working with and assisting mentors in chambers, attending court proceeding with mentor and or other members of the bar, attending consultation with clients, attorney and senior counsel, legal research and drafting, attending tutorials and advocacy training, writing mock and final examinations set by the National Bar Examination Board, preparing for and conduct of civil trial and civil trials, legal writing, criminal procedure, motion court, ethics, and this guy, I am not going to read everything that I'm saying here, but that is Mr. Mjiyako's profile. It's one that, guys, I don't get it. I don't get it. So let's look at the profile of the man. I don't know whether it's my head or it is in my head or what, but I'm looking at the profile of this man. Guys, does it make sense that at some point he was with Ntanzi, representing Ntanzi? No. Let's look at the profile of this guy. I don't know, maybe it's me, but this guy, the way I look at it, this guy is supposed to be sitting with, judging from his experience, he's doing something serious, supposed to be strategies in a lot of things, his qualifications, his experience. So is this the same Mjiyako that we talking about in the Mjiyako case? Like, come on, guys. But again, let's say, for now, allegedly he was involved in the Mjiyako case, particularly on Ntanzi'S confession. But I'm just looking at the way these guys achieved. Like, come on, guys. What linked this so achieved lawyer and highly skilled and vested lawyer? He was a lawyer to Ntanzi. How was Ntanzi affording such an experienced lawyer? Because at the time when Ntanzi was arrested, this guy already had acquired serious knowledge. So how did Ntanzi get hold of the guy? How did he represent Ntanzi? How did Ntanzi afford such an experienced lawyer? Hi guys, is it me or what? But I'm still trying to put one and one together. Is this the same Mr. Mjiyako? Really? You know, two people can assist us here, or even more. Mr. Mjiyako himself. I know you will listen to this video, or your family member will listen to this video. Are you the one who was with Ntanzi? How did Ntanzi afford your services when you're like the way this guy is so achieved? This guy must be an expensive lawyer to hire. You know what I'm saying? Guys, how did Ntanzi afford such a lawyer? Is this come on guys. If I can get hold of Ntanzi or Ntanzi's family to confirm this, that is this Mjiyako. If you know anyone within Ntanzi's family, please use the WhatsApp number, link me with that family. I want to know, how did Ntanzi afford? Is this the guys? It's like let me say, it's like these days. Do you know how expensive are the services of an advocate to begin with? Those people will charge you like exorbitant amount of money. So Ntanzi was working in a mine, right? So how did Ntanzi afford? Hey, okay, look at it this way. The experience itself, it says a lot. This guy is well experienced. He's well experienced and he's worked with in a serious organizations. Hey, man, guys, I don't know, man. I don't know. But there's something that is not made sure here. 1 + 1. There's something that is not made sure here. Now that people have sent me an article of an article that seeks to profile Mr. Mjiyako, can you please send me a confirmation that this information is really the Mr. Mjiyako, it's really Mr. Mjiyako, the guy who was representing Ntanzi in that alleged confession? I'm trying to put 1 + 1 and then see how it's equals to 2. Yeah, so guys, please, the experience of this man, if indeed we are talking about the same, because there is a chance that this is not the same Mr. Mjiyako. It does happen, like I am Bongan Masuku, and then there's Bongan Ntanzi, and then you know what I'm saying. There's there are many Bonganis. There's one who's Bongan Sam. There's another one that is playing football. You know what I'm saying. So. And there's another Menzi Masuku that is playing for Real AM. You know, I don't know if you see what I'm saying, Guti. There is a chance that probably there's another Mjiyako who is a lawyer, probably not as experienced as this one. But for us to put the pieces together, we need to find out who is this Mjiyako, the one that really represented Ubongan Ntanzi. We will look at I've already done the article here where we talk about his experience. Then perhaps we can compare the experience and say, hey guys, I will ask certain lawyers as well, Uguti, how do you afford the services of a lawyer that is this well experienced? I'm super keen to know if this is the same Mr. Mjiyako that represented this guy. It's not easy to afford the services of lawyers such as Ramasepedi, Malo, Nisi, Ngomezulu, Mshololo, you know what I'm saying, Advocate Mkwebane, Advocate Dalimpofu, you know, these prominent lawyers, by default of publicity, their value goes high. You know what I'm saying? their services, you know what I'm saying? And Tapseng Tubazana, she's gaining the momentum as well on social media. I'm talking about lawyers that are known. So how do you afford their services if you are Bongani Ntanzi that works in a mine? You are not even a manager, you're just a general worker. How do you afford the services of Advocate Mshololo? Unless she takes your case in pro bono, you can't afford that service if you are just a general worker. That woman is already expensive now. Look at the cases that she's handling now after accused number 5, which have given her prominence and relevance in society. She's going to be taking a very high profile case in society, which is Thabo Baxter. You know what I'm saying? She's going to be working with a well-experienced lawyer as well. I'm saying such, but it makes sense for Thabo Baxter at some point. At some point, Action SA confirmed that in one of Thabo Baxter's account, which is the ABSA account, has about 872 million rand in that account alone. So she can afford the services of Advocate Dalimpofu, Advocate Mshololo, but a YouTuber like me, unless there's other incomes, yeah, you understand what I'm saying? But if I'm just this YouTuber, I cannot afford these services. How much do you charge for appearance in court? Do you get what I'm saying? Unless they take my case in pro bono, how much do they charge for one appearance in court? Okay, they may charge me and say, okay, if this is going to be, if I'm going to take this from now until 4 months, I'm making an example, I'm going to take it at 45,000 rand. But then, if, you know, the more they are at that logistics, the more you pay lawyers. You know what I'm saying? So that's, I don't know, I'm trying to paint a picture here where you're looking at the income from Bongani Ntanzi and you're looking at the experience of this lawyer. How did Bongani Ntanzi afford such a lawyer? This lawyer, guys, is well experienced. This lawyer shouldn't come cheap. This lawyer, you must pay for this lawyer unless he takes your case in pro bono. Other than that, you must pay for such a lawyer. The first question that we need to establish before we get too excited too early is, number one, is this the same Mr. Mjiyako? You know what I'm saying? Is this the Mr. Mjiyako that really represented Bongani? That's the first thing. If we can confirm that, then we can ask the next question: how did Bongani Ntanzi afford that? We must look at how much was he charging for his services then in 2020, right? Number one, he took that thing on pro bono. Was that on pro bono? If it's on pro bono, then it makes sense that he was going to represent Bongani Ntanzi on pro bono. Then it makes sense. But if Bongani Ntanzi was paying, then we can also then somehow suspect that Bongani Ntanzi will then have to prove to us that, how did you afford this lawyer? You know what I'm saying? Who probably will take your entire salary for probably 3 court appearances. How did you afford such a lawyer? Unless there are things that you are not telling us, as Bongani Ntanzi, make an example. Unless there are things that you, Bongani Ntanzi, are not telling us, but you, judging from the place you were working in, you do not, guys, 20,000 will not qualify you to get this lawyer. This lawyer is very expensive. I don't know, lie. He himself, he can comment and he will tell you the truth. This lawyer is expensive. You know, to get what I'm trying to say. Yeah, so the other thing that I need to have, you need to do for me, or please do this for me as well. I'm still interested to find information about. Do you remember that there was a case? There was an open case. Somebody opened a case against Guchiko Twala. There was a gun about his gun. Do you remember that story? I want to know the ending of the story. We did get the confirmation that there was a hanging case, you know what I'm saying, about that, but we did not get the conclusion. So if you know the conclusion as well, I'm interested to know that as well. The other information that I'm keen on, I'm going to tell you now. I've just forgotten the information that I'm looking for. If you know, or if you have any information, please don't mind sharing that information via my WhatsApp group and via my WhatsApp. There's a WhatsApp group that has got over 120 people that are on that WhatsApp group already. But they talk too much. They talk too much. I don't want to lie. People talk in that group. So it's difficult for me to keep up with those people. So if you want to join that WhatsApp group, do let me know. as well. I'm going to put you in there, but people are talking. Last thing that I want to say is I'm going to be doing it. Look, it's not the last thing. I'm going to be doing stories that are very difficult to, even to me, guys, they are very difficult. The first story is at least a little bit lighter, but very, very painful in a way. This lady was hired by this boss and she got sexually assaulted at work. This boss was forcing herself into her. I'm going to be doing that story. There's another story that I'm going to be doing soon. These people got fired at work. They were working for a big company and they got fired simply because they did not want to vaccinate. And even today, vaccination in that media company is still a mandatory thing. There's a story of a couple in Cape Town. This couple, guys, they had a baby and their baby was taken away. I think that baby was 2 months old and that baby got taken away from them in the name that they was going to take, the nurses were going to do something about it. There was some medical problems. 2 months later, the baby had died. It's a horrible story. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So when the baby was during the time they were not able, I think they were not able to see the baby, but they've already written the story. It's coming, right? So now 2 months later, they were given the baby. They were told that the baby died natural death, but when they look at the baby had bruises all over. The problem that they are struggling with is they want justice. They want the police to intervene, but the police have been dragging their feet. You know what I'm saying? They've got the record, the social workers that they've gone to, the hospital that they've gone to, the police station that they've gone to, but they are not receiving help at all. So they wrote to me because they want help. They want us to assist as the tribe. So if you are a nurse, if you are a doctor, if you are a social worker, if you are in the South African Police Service, if you are a lawyer, if you are in the investigative journalist, or if you are a journalist, not even investigative journalist, I'm coming with more stories. Look, even you, if you have a story, do let me know. To those there's another lady as well. I forgot. This is a story. She lives around Vernache and she was arrested for apparently where it's either she assaulted her own daughter or she raped her own daughter. Things like that. She got arrested and now she's busy going through that thing as well. So those are some of the things that you should expect. But if you've got such stories to tell, what you need to do, you make use of my WhatsApp. You write me the story. Please don't send voice note, but rather write a story. Tell me, Bongan, please, I've got this problem, and then just go straight to the point. Because the problem I'm struggling with in that WhatsApp is whilst I'm busy answering this one, the other one is typing. When I'm done answering this one is also typing back, and then I need to talk to this one, and then I need to talk to this one, and then I need to talk to that one. You see, so if I were to handle the WhatsApp itself, I will need the whole day so that I can interact with everybody. You know what I'm saying? So the best thing that you need to do, just go straight to the point. Write me a message, then I'm going to respond to your message. Or if it's a story, I'm going to read the story. To some of you guys will want to tell your story yourself. It's not a big deal. You just tell me that, okay, Bongan, I've got this and this and this. You need to give me the highlight. I cannot just take you into a studio when there's no story to tell. We've seen about Matthew and Dr. Matthew, who went on SAPC and lied about a lot of things. Today, he got arrested. You know what I'm saying? So I need to know your story first. You need to give me the brief overview of the story. Then we can book a podcast. We can book a studio at Saint Studios. I think it's in the Boutique Studios and Pastor Bay. So we'll book a studio there, studio session there. Then we will go and record that episode, that side as well. We need to support other Black people as well. So yeah, I'm going to do that. If you want to tell your story straightly in a camera, it's also something that I can appreciate as well. So it just saves me a lot of time. So you must be on the lookout for such information as well. It's coming up. There's something that I've been also forgetting to say whenever I talk about people who are raping people. I've been asking myself this question, guys. Hey, this thing, it needs to stop. Hey, I mean, come on, guys. This thing, they are selling it 30 rand for 50 rand. You know what I'm saying? So why taking it by force? Go and buy. Don't take it by force. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I've been forgetting to say that. Ideally, is that you need to eat like a king. You know, it must be brought in a tray. You know what I'm saying? And you must eat it in fork and knife. You know, you know what I'm saying? You must have something to wipe your mouth. If you don't get it, forget about it. If you don't get it, forget about it. But yeah, we advocate for that. So I've been meaning to say this point, to say, you know what, eat like a king. Sit on the table. You know what I'm saying? Your food will be brought in a tray, and then you'll eat in fork and knife, and you are not rushing. Food is always nice and enjoyable if you eat it with, you know what I'm saying? If you are not rushing, you're just eating slowly but surely, and you're not rushing anyway. Such food is always nice. If you don't get it, forget about it. You know what I'm saying? So those are the things that I've been meaning to tell people. Good, you eating like a king is the best thing ever. This thing of taking by force. No. Come on, relax. If you don't get it, forget about it.